Find a journal friend and challenge her to use 5 items you have selected. Hello, it's Barbara from Vienna, Austria. Thank you so much for being here. Last time I had such a challenge was October 2020 with Maud from the Netherlands. And I will link that video down below for you in case you want to see that if you've missed it. And you really seemed to enjoy that challenge. So I was super happy when Peggy from the Netherlands asked me if I wanted to do another one with her. So this is how you can connect with each other to find a partner for this challenge. If you don't already have a journaling friend, please check out the comments below to see if anyone has already commented that they are looking for a journaling friend. If you can't find anyone in the area you are looking for, please write a new comment stating where you are and from where you would like to find a journaling friend. For example, I could write, I'm in Austria and I'm looking for a journaling friend anywhere within Europe, just because postage is easier that way and quicker. You can then exchange emails or agree to write each other on another platform like maybe Instagram or Facebook and connect with each other that way. That seemed to work out really well in the past. And this could also actually be a really great way to find a partner for exchanging happy mails if you are looking for a new happy mail partner. So please don't be shy. This is so much fun and I would hate for you to miss out on this opportunity. So this is the envelope I received from Peggy, which I want to open together with you now. Please also check out Peggy's video linked below to see what she does with the 5 items I have sent her. Peggy is brand new to YouTube. And I really hope you will also check out some of her other videos she already has on her channel. It's really hard to get noticed on YouTube when you're starting out, so I hope you will show her some love by giving her videos a thumbs up and leaving a kind comment, which will help her channel be found more easily for other viewers as well. I already love this here on the envelope. Look at this cute little collage. I will definitely be using this. And this book page text to me looks like it might be Polish. Very cool. And the washi I can use on something as well. Okay, there is, what do we have? Oh, it's a cute pocket. Look at that. Oh, how cute is this? Okay, let's see, where do we start? There's so much in here. Peggy, oh my goodness, look at this charm. How cute is this? Oh, I love this. I love this kind of sewing pattern paper. And this looks very vintage. That is awesome. Then this is a cute envelope. What do we have here? Oh, it's a little note. I just have to check if I can read this. Yes, I think I can read this. So, dear Barbara, thank you so much for doing this with me. I think this will be a lot of fun. I'm sure it will. Your 5 items are packed in the pattern paper with the baker's twine wrapped around it. I hope you can use them all. So that is this here, okay? There are 3 napkins. Please pick one to use. The little bag in the front are some small items you can use if you wish. Enjoy. Hugs, Peggy. Okay, so this is extra. These are extras. Shall we look at the extras first? I love this babushka doll. It's so cute. She's adorable. I will definitely use her as a journal charm. Well, then we have some buttons here, which are super cute and very practical to use in journals, because that way you don't bulk up your journal, but you still have the cuteness of the buttons. Super sweet. 2 different designs. Then we have some tags here, 2 small ones and 3 big ones, and they have these hearts on the bottom. Can always use those. Tickets. Can always use tickets. Emergency ticket, I like that. These here look almost like real, no, I guess they're not. These almost feel like real vintage tickets, but I guess none of these are, but that doesn't matter. I love them anyway. And then I just want to look at this pocket. It's really cute. It's made out of a book page, obviously. I can definitely use that in a journal as well. Very cute. Okay, let's unwrap our 5 items. Do you see how well the red of the mushroom fits the red of the pattern paper here? It is exactly the same red. Love that. And fall is coming for sure. So then I can use this on something. This is so adorable. I'm not worried at all about the items Peggy is sending because Peggy, I think, has a similar aesthetic to mine. And I love everything I've seen from her. So I'm sure these items will be right along my taste. Okay, so I can already see the 3 napkins. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is this? Love this. Oh, this looks very much like spring. Super cute. And coffee bar. I wonder if this is from a real coffee place. No, I don't think so. No, I'm guessing she bought these, but also super cool. Love the vintage grungy colors here. They're all very different, which is awesome. What else do we have? We have some faux stamps. So they're like washi sticker stamps. Oh my gosh. How cute are these? Aha, they're all either ducks or rabbits, it looks like. There's a whole strip here, so super cute. Then we have 2 cards. Wow, okay. Never seen any cards like this. Oh, I know what this is. Yay, do you remember these? Or do your kids maybe have these where you can just change the top or the bottom of people? I've also seen these with 3 and with animals and everything, so these are fun. So I would probably be altering one of these, I guess. Then there's beautiful lace. Wow, look at this. It's gorgeous. Love that. And there's a postcard. This definitely looks vintage. Wow, okay, this is a challenge. So 1, 2, 3, I guess they count as 1 item. 4, and then the napkin is 1 item. Peggy, you have given me a good challenge. This is not gonna be easy. I'm also not sure what to use as a focal point. What could I use as a focal point? That is my main thing right now. And what do I do with this card? I might be using the back side of this actually, because I don't know how to make this work in a collage or anything unless I use it like for a pocket. I might have to just do something on the back side and use a piece of that. And I also want to, of course, decide in which journal will I be working. Since so many of you adored this beautiful work of art from Honey and you wanted to watch me work in this more, I'm happy to take you along when I work in this. Maybe not for all of the pages, but for a good part of it. I will do this challenge in here. And if you've missed the flip through and how I started working in this journal, I will link that video down for you below as well. Let me just move you up a little bit because this journal is quite big. Let me choose a page to work on today. And this sounds just wonderful. I love it. I love it. So this is the page I did in that video with the flip through. Maybe I can show you. I didn't do much else, but I just did a thing or two. I added a doily on this one, a dyed doily. I added this paper. I just glued that on top here. I added a paper here that has some gold on it with one of my tabs. And this print, I believe this is from Digital Collage Club, and some of the wrapping paper that this journal was wrapped in. Love this page, which is actually an envelope. And then I added this paper, which was from the Sora Aksan Bento Box stationery box, one of the packages, and I added another tab up here. And I think that is all I've done off camera. No, I'm totally lying. I added this as well, which was one of my coffee dyed papers. So maybe you saw my recent video on this. If not, I will link that below on how I do coffee dyeing like this. But now I think that's really, no, I'm lying again. Oh my gosh, I did more than I thought. So I added these here to the back of an envelope. This is wallpaper, just a flower, and then the background again is the wrapping paper from the journal. And inside I made this card with more wallpaper and some journaling in the back. I totally forgot I did this. That's a fun surprise. Okay, now I really think that was it. Yeah, this was in here already from Honey. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so I just love all these different crinkly papers. I love this. It's so cute. It's so inspiring when you already have a few things in your journal, not too much, to kind of know what vibe this journal has. Okay, I should probably decide on a page now. This is difficult to choose. Should I just take one of these maybe? It would help if I knew what I was going to do, right? What comes to mind first is to use this maybe as a pocket or a flip out or something, and to cover the back side with one of these napkins. But then I'm also thinking I could maybe use two different napkins, but they don't really go together. Like this one, I feel goes really well with these pages here. So maybe I should use that on another page. And this floral one, oh, what I'm seeing right now is this floral one. The colors go really well with this beautiful book page. So maybe I should, what should I do? I could trying to decide whether I want to cover the book page with the napkin or whether I should leave the book page and just cover this with part of the napkin and make a pocket out of it. Or both. Is that too much if I do both? That might be a little much. No, I think I just changed my mind. I don't think I will be using these florals, although they are super nice. I think I'm gonna use this napkin, and the reason why I just decided to change that was I'm looking at these here and I'm remembering a video by Peggy where she alters playing cards, and I love the style that she has in that video. It's kind of like steampunk style, and I really want to try that with one of these two cards. And if I do that, of course the florals I don't think will work as well. So I think this one would work better. I'm going to use this page, and I'm going to start by covering it by adding this napkin. Now usually what I do to separate the 3 layers of the napkin is to turn it around, put a piece of tape on the back and tear it so I can then tear it off easily. But I recently saw in one of Susanne's video from Bollenhut Art, one of my design team members, that she just does it, I think, by going over the edge, look, with her thumb, you know, where it's perforated here. And that actually works really well. And you don't need any tape. Thank you, Susanne. And it's actually taking off, I think, 2 layers, or maybe this only has 2 layers, but this definitely looks like it's only 1 layer left. Yep, I think this is it. No, I'm actually not a coffee drinker, but I like this napkin anyway. I do love the smell of coffee, and of course we love the coffee for dyeing our papers. Now I'm going to take my water brush. Obviously you can take a regular paintbrush that you've dipped in water as well. And I'm going to just go around where I want it torn. And I really want a ragged torn edge here. Now, yeah, I shouldn't have done this on the page because that's wet now. Well, I can dry that still. And I also want that edge ragged on the other 2 sides. I'm doing a horrible job with this. Thankfully, we're working in a junk journal, so we don't care, right? Okay, that's good. I'm loving the colors. So rather than messing around with fluid medium, like with Mod Podge or something, I know from the past that I have not mastered that technique at all. I'm going to use my glue stick and avoid being frustrated with the napkin tearing everywhere. Plus, I always like the added bonus of having a fabric-like texture on the top, because I'm not gonna go over it with any medium either. So I'm just making sure to cover my whole surface. I will quickly dry this with my heat gun so it doesn't tear further. It's pretty much dry now, but as you can see, there's a tear here. So I need to do something about that. I found this scrap from packaging laying on my desk, and it's very sturdy. So I think I will just tear a piece off this and then glue that over that tear. There's always a way to fix things, right? Not to worry if anything tears. Just patch it right back up. The bonus is we get a page looking even more grungy. So I do want to make a pocket out of this postcard, and I will use it in its full size because I think it works well on this size page. And I just had an idea, since we have this beautiful lace, and I think the lace is such a cool contrast to this napkin here, that maybe if we paint the postcard in a gold maybe, and then put the lace, cut out a piece and put it over that would make a really cool pocket. I was shopping for some craft supplies yesterday, not that I needed any. And we have this shop here called Tiger, or sometimes it's called Flying Tiger. I think it's also probably Dutch or Danish. It might be Danish. This is some gold watercolor powder. So I thought that this would be a great chance to try this powder out. For this, I'm going to use my wider water brush, and I'm just going to dip in here Maybe take some out and then squeeze it. Maybe enough water will come out, maybe not. So this is currently a paste. Just squeezing it so that it adds some water. So it has more of a copper tone rather than a gold tone, which is perfect, which is what I wanted. This already looks quite cool. Yep, this paste looks really nice. Wow, beautiful. So if you happen to have a tiger or a flying tiger near you in Europe, because I know they have them in various countries, then they are worth getting. They only had a couple of colors and it's giving me really good coverage. Actually, that's almost like an acrylic, but maybe that's because I had so much powder on this brush. But I am very surprised about this. I didn't have high expectations. I think this powder cost €3 if I'm not mistaken, so that's not a lot. So all the more fun that it actually works. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. Look how beautiful this is together with this here. I already love the vibe of the page. So let's see what it would look like if we add the lace over that. I think that's very pretty. So I'm wondering if I should first glue it down and then cut around it, but then I don't know where to glue it. I could just add some heavy gel matte over the whole thing and glue this down and then just cut around it. That would probably be the easiest. I usually don't do it because my heavy gel matte medium is not matte, which I'm super disappointed about. But in this case, this is shiny anyway, and copper is shiny, so actually, why not do that? The one I have is from the brand Amsterdam. How fitting for a Dutch challenge. But I also just saw, it's totally my fault. I don't know how I didn't see it. It says gloss. Right here, it says it on the etiquette, glossy. It's beyond me how I didn't see that, because I would never buy glossy. Never, ever. Okay, totally my fault. I just saw another one in Maud's video. She was using one from Liquitex and she is super happy with it. So that's probably what I'm gonna try next as well. But you see, I have a lot. It's almost a full jar. It's gonna be a while. And by the way, if you are in the German-speaking areas, you can also check out a video from Louise Heinzel. I will link that video below because she also had a challenge like this, which was actually inspired by my challenge in October, where she's doing an exchange with, I think maybe with her Facebook group or something. Definitely worth checking out. I think it's a German video. All right, let's put some lace here now. I'm trying to think what is the best way not to waste a lot. So my heat gun dried this perfectly. You see it is shiny, but as I said, it was shiny before. Actually, it's really nice on this copper background and it's stuck down really well with this heavy gel matte medium. So now I can easily just go around and cut all the excess off. I think I forgot to mention Peggy's channel is called The Paper Bumblebee. And it is so new that you won't find it even if you put the words "The Paper Bumblebee" in the search field on YouTube. You won't find it. It's absolutely incredible how YouTube deals with new channels. I don't know if it might even be harder to start a channel now than when I started my channel a little over 3 years ago. But it's not easy. Wow, this is gorgeous. I love this. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we have these two here, and I don't know if I should do two or one. I kind of want to do both. Why not do both? So what Peggy did with her playing cards in her video was she ran them through her die cut machine with an embossing folder. And I think I even have the exact same embossing folder that Peggy used, which is this one. This is one of the 3D ones from Tim Holtz. They are more expensive. They do look super cool because they have indents like on both sides, and so it kind of just looks, a lot cooler than the regular embossing folders. And I also have this one. I'm not sure that Piggy used this one, but both of these are super cool, especially for steampunk. So I'm gonna put one in each and run that through my machine. And then we'll see how that looks. So this is the one with the gears. And this is the other one with the plates. It's a little more subtle. And I'm going to paint these now with my black acrylic paint. And then I'll go over it with my copper gilding wax. These have both dried, and so now I can add my copper gilding wax. Instantly, this transforms into something absolutely amazing. I've kind of been neglecting my gilding wax, and now that I see it again, first time in a long time, I'm again like totally in shock at how this transforms anything you put it on. I have a similar one linked below for you. This one I found locally, but you can obviously get these from different brands. And they do need to be added with your fingers because it is a wax, so it needs to be warmed up. You can't just use a brush because then it will just stay crumbly. So I'm just making sure to get all the edges as well. Look at this beauty. Wow, just wow. This one I might just leave as it is because I think it's beautiful like this. They are both beautiful, but this one I think I can add something to. And I was thinking about my metal gears. Because how fun would it be to have some gears here on top that might actually move. So I could use a little brad and put that through and then attach that, and then it would actually turn. And I think this needs another one. Oh, but it needs a hole in the middle. Maybe a smaller one like this so that they can actually be attached like this and that they would actually turn with each other. So I need a second brad. And these again I found on AliExpress, these gears. Just search for metal gears and you'll get a whole variety. Okay, these both work. I'm just seeing here I have these wooden butterflies. I don't even know why they're in this box. But if I would paint this, I could maybe just add that on top. I think I'll start by painting it black and then we'll see from there. I think I'll just use my finger. It's so handy to have a finger attached. This way I don't have to wash a paintbrush. I can just wash my fingers, which seems a lot easier. I'll go around the edges. Maybe instead of the gilding wax, we'll try this copper watercolor instead. I'm going to use the help of my tweezers to hold this. And to start off by going around the edges. The good thing about doing this with watercolor is that I can get it off again where I messed up. I can just go over it with water and make it disappear. How cool is that? And now I'm thinking we could probably add a little bit of lace on the wings, maybe. Maybe we can cut some of this down. What do you think? Definitely add something. The other option might be to add 2 gears. Maybe, yeah, I think asymmetric looks better. Maybe we decide that after we have our gears on the card, because maybe it's just too many gears then. So that means we need to figure out where to place these. I want one down here. So I'll take my awl and poke a hole. And then stick my brad through. So this can turn now. How fun. And then I need to place the second wheel. I'll place it like this. And hopefully when one turns, the other will turn. That was the plan. Okay, let's try this. Yes! How cool! I could do this all day long. How cool. Let's see. Is it too many gears now if we have this butterfly with more gears? Not really, huh? Let's see. In contrast, what would it be like with these? Nope, I don't like these now. I actually really like the gears. Yep, I really like the gears. But I'm wondering if I should put more copper on him. But actually, no, the black is a nice contrast, right? It really pops out. I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue for this to make sure it sticks down well. I'm just gonna clamp this down while it dries to make sure it sticks down well. The last item I have not integrated yet at all are these, one of these stickers. And it's quite challenging because how would these ducks fit with this steampunk theme we have going on here? Luckily, I discovered this rabbit. Look at that hat. That could totally be steampunk. So he could be steampunk. So I'm going to try to use him. We could attach him to one of these tags. I think I want one of the smaller ones. I think that size is perfect. Yep. And we can color the tag in the same copper watercolor using my wide brush again. I love this color. Okay, and now I can just glue this sticker on the tag. Wiping any excess off with a wet baby wipe. Oh, the color's coming off. Oh, of course, it's watercolor. What am I thinking? What a surprise! Forgot that it's watercolor. It still kind of looks cool though. I wonder if I should add some more now. See how it looks against this card because that's where I wanted to add it to. I think it's fine the way it is. I don't need to go over it again. Should I do it in the corner? I'm trying to attach it with a brad. So either in a corner or in the center. I guess I'll go for the center. Make another hole with my awl and then put this brad through. If I would have thought about this earlier, I would have made the hole a little bit farther down and I could have added another cogwheel there because I think my smallest ones are too big. Let's have a look. Yeah, because these tiny ones, their hole isn't big enough, so I can't use those. And I think the next size up is this size where I can actually fit a brad through the middle. But then actually, who cares if it peeks out? What am I talking about? Why am I making my life so difficult? Let's just add it. And it's hardly peeking out anyway. Actually, it might be really nice to have it peeking out. Yeah, that's really nice. This one is now dry as well. It's attached well, but if you can see here, some of the glue is now showing. It's shiny and I don't like that. It looks completely messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it with some more of this horrible glossy matte medium. So hopefully that will take care of it and we'll just make it glossy and accept that this is going to be glossy. It's better to have it all glossy than to just have some parts glossy. I think that looks horrible. So this is a bit better now. It's not great, but it's better. So the idea was to put these two into the pocket, but you can see they are, of course, too small. So they would completely disappear in the pocket, and I kind of want them sticking out like this. So I think I will just glue down this pocket up until like here, so that it's actually more of a tuck spot, but it looks like a pocket. So I just want to try to see where I need to glue it. So about there. I can glue the sides. I don't know if that's necessary. Probably not. I'm gluing it on purpose like this so that you can still see some of the grunginess on the bottom. I like that. So, and now we can just stick these in a little bit. I like this. As a final touch, I would like to use some of these buttons. And from the colors, they would probably both work, but I think I prefer this one because of the copper looking tone it has. And the place where we could add these, I think it would kind of disappear on the pocket. So I think I'll just leave the pocket as it is. But we have this here where I think that might look nice. So either two of the same, or maybe a smaller and a bigger one. Yeah, I think that's even better. But I don't want to leave them as they are. I think I want them shiny, since all these elements are shiny. So I think I will again use my gel medium, but this time I will add it with my fingers because I don't like the brush strokes that I have here. So let's try just doing this with our fingers. I don't have the patience to wait for something like glossy accents to dry. So I think this will be much quicker, and it will also give it a shiny surface. I guess there are some advantages to having a shiny gel. So I quickly dried them. They are shiny now. And now I'm going to edge them with my gilding wax. Do it without the tweezers, I think. It's a very uneven edge, but it will do. It's a junk journal. You have to keep reminding yourself every time you mess up. You just say it's a junk journal. Nothing's supposed to be perfect. Who wants perfect anyway? Please don't use your heat gun to dry the gilding wax, because that will just do the opposite. It will just melt it. But if you can't wait, even though it dries really fast, if you can't wait, maybe you could put it in the freezer or in the fridge. I have this black embroidery thread, and I think this would make a really nice contrast in the buttons. I think I'll just make a knot and not a bow. I think that works better with this page. Make a double knot and then cut those. Maybe not even that short. We can always cut them shorter later, I guess. I'll do the same thing with this one. So even though there's 4 holes here, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna thread it through 2. So we have these 2. Let's see. So I'll glue them down, and then I can still decide how long I want the threads to be. Taking my art glitter glue here. them down. I would say that's a challenge completed. I'm super happy with this page. I think the style works really well with the rest of this journal. I always kind of try to keep in the style of the journal I'm working in, so that's a lot of fun. That's why these kind of journals, especially if I don't make them myself, I find them so inspiring because they are different to what I would do. And it gives me so much inspiration on how to work in the journal. Thank you, Peggy, for sending me such fun items to work with. I don't know if you knew that I was gonna make a steampunk theme. I didn't know that either. Love this lace pocket. Don't forget to check out Peggy's video, The Paper Bumblebee, linked below. And also check the comments below to get a journaling friend to do such a fun challenge with. Thank you so much for joining me in this. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Hope to see you in the next one. Love you guys.
Mwah. Mwah.